Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's tarot. Welcome. How are you this morning? I'm shuffling my cards in readiness for you guys to hop on. Good morning, Marilyn. I know I've said it probably about a few times while I'm waiting for you guys to hop on. How are you all? I'm so glad that it is Monday, ready for a new week to start. I hope that your weekend has been wonderful with you, whatever you did. I'm not sure about your day yesterday, but in Australia, in Sydney, Australia, yesterday we had the 3rd of March, and the energy was just beautiful. I don't know whether you felt that lovely energy at all, but yesterday, the harmony of yesterday being the 333 day of the year, that triple three of creativity and absolute and total peace, because the number 33 is associated with Jesus, and not his person, but to the energy that he provided. And the 33 number is about the consciousness, the Christ consciousness of being in service and in love with life, basically, knowing that there's a greater source. And it's funny, but here I have been really busy over the last maybe few hours, and I came across this book that I bought a lot of years ago. It's called The Abundance Book by John Randolph Price. And a lot of years ago, I bought The Law of Attraction. And I don't know whether you're super familiar with this one, but what about this one? A Course in Miracles. Now, this was heavy going for me, this book. I don't know whether you're familiar with it. Type in the comments box if you're familiar with A Course in Miracles. If you're familiar with this little gorgeous little book here called The Abundance Book, and if you're familiar with The Law of Attraction. The Law of Attraction by Robert Collier. Now, the reason why I was just led to it, I was actually looking for a book on Taoist principles, and I found this instead, and I thought I'm going to talk to this today. So I'm going to shuffle my cards. And what they all say is this, is we spend our lives churning over, we're not good enough, we're not worthy, people are out there to attack us, we've had shit life experiences, we're in struggle street, we're doing our best, we want to learn to love more, give more, share more, all of that kind of thing. And here is the big secret, and this is what the Abundance Book and the Law, the Course in Miracles and the Law of Attraction is: stop it. You don't need to spend your life thinking that you aren't good enough, or you're not worthy, or that you're not lovable, or that yet you're not deserving of abundance, because you already are that. You are God, basically. You are pure consciousness already. All right, and for us in this human form, we really struggle with understanding that and accepting it, because I don't know about your vision of God or the greater universe, but my vision, being a child and being brought up as a Catholic, I always thought that God was an old fellow in his 80s with a long white beard, carrying a stick like St. Nicholas and wearing long robes, and lives on the top of a mountain. And so when I was little, and I always feared God, because if I was a naughty girl, God was going to zap me and I'd get into huge trouble and I would not be able to get to the pearly gates. I'd have to sort of go down into the hell zone, and that was my belief. And I always believed, I thought, well, if God looks like that, I certainly don't want to look like that. And there's a big disconnect around that. And I think for all of us being brought up as children and having those beliefs, only acknowledge them as just ideas, all right, just ideas. You are more than that. And you have the capacity to have whatever you want in your life. And that is definitely my journey. My journey is to have that realization. Last week, I talked about the mandala. I talked about the journey to the rose. I talked about the journey from the outside of the circle to the inside. And that is exactly the same thing. And in the Course of Miracles today, before I do the card reading for you, because I know that the card will be about this, I've just got this feeling about it. And it says here, you know, your beliefs create what you become. And you see yourself as vulnerable, as frail, and very easily destroyed. And you see yourself at the mercy of countless attackers more powerful than you. And basically it says here, let us look straight at how this is an error and how it came about. And this is on page 482 in the Book of Miracles. And what it says is, basically the verse is saying, I don't even know why you think that. You already think that, but you don't need to believe that, because you are divine energy. And for us, like I said, it's very difficult to sort of work on that one. Why? Because we're letting our story take control of who we think we are, by our name. What if we didn't have a name? What if we were completely nothing and just pure divine? If you could just use your imagination for a minute and just pop yourself into that thought, well, if I was God, if I had all that power and abundance, what would I do with my life? What would you do? What feeling would you feel then? Would you feel like you'd want to go and attack the whole world? No, you wouldn't want to do that. You'd probably go straight to the source of what you're here to do. So maybe you could write about that. Maybe you could write, what would you do if you were God for one day? How would you behave? What would you put in place? What changes would you make? What changes would you make in the world? Is that your passion? Do you understand what I'm getting at? So that is something to ponder on. And that's what I've put in the comments box today. Hi, everybody who's hopped on today. Welcome. Welcome to today's tarot. And I also want to say thank you all so deeply for your beautiful messages that I have been personally receiving from you all, just about the feeling of strength and support that you feel that my today's tarot is giving you. So that is humbling me to the very core, because that's part of my passion, is to help others in a very simple way. And I also know my limitation in that way, that I cannot change your life entirely for you, even though I would love to be the fairy godmother and wave the magic wand for you and let it instantly happen for you. Unfortunately, I feel that I can't do that, but I can help you at one step in your life. I can help you reach that next step, to help you up that stairwell, or to help you through that maze in some way. And that is, I feel that is my passion. It's not only my passion, I think it's my purpose, that somehow or another I help guide you into that center, to help remind you in some way of who you are, of who you truly are, and what you can do. And I'm a living example of that, because I'm not there yet myself, and yet there's lots of things that I desire. There's lots of things that I want in my life, lots of changes I'm willing to take. And I know that every day I'm open to that. I'm open to what moves me, rather than getting into my ego. I know how hard it can be for me to stand here or sit here and go blah, 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 give you all my wisdom, and you struggling to make that happen for yourself. And look, you know, I'm a living testimony. I'm a living expression of what it's like to struggle. I'm a living expression of what it's like to feel lack. I'm a living expression of what it's like to feel inadequate. And those feelings come daily in the funniest, littlest, smallest ways. And sometimes I feel like I'm back at square one. But I don't give up. And I don't sort of sit there and analyze every little thing. But I know for certain that my reward, for my efforts, for doing what I know in my heart I'm here to do, and being open to that, is going to get me where I want to be. And it's the same for you. Every day brings a new challenge. Every day we learn how to jump a bit higher, or every day we learn how to focus a bit more, and every day we learn a little bit more, because the end game is getting to remembering who you actually are. And that I know for sure. I already feel that. I already know that on one level, and that my mind can take over. Now, if I'm having those struggles, I am dead certain for sure that you guys are too at every moment. And that is okay. That's part of the journey. The trick is to find your own way, is to find a way that works for you. Maybe take it from 10 teachers, maybe take those ideas from 20 teachers, but don't stay in one spot and go, oh my gosh, I can't do this, or I don't know where to look. Start looking. Eric Ho, Jessie Elder, who else do I follow? What's her name now? Marissa Peer. I follow so many different people. Not that I want to become them, but I'm listening. Esther Hicks, I listen to what they say, and I do my best to embody that principle that resonates with me. All right, now I could be doing this and another person could be doing something else. Is that wrong? No. Is there a right way to do things? No, you find your own way. You find your own way to the center of that circle. I hope that makes sense what I'm talking about today. You know, I want you to see that as I grow and shift and change, because when I do that, you can see that it's possible for you. You know, I had no luxury beginnings. You know, I had a really weirdo upbringing when I was a child. Maybe you can resonate with this, but I'm not stopping, because I'm determined to get where I need to be. And only in that dream that I had, or maybe 3 or 4 years ago now, I'm still not quite there, but every day I get a step closer. Every day I learn a little bit more. Every day I embrace a little bit more. Every day I let go a little bit of the shit that no longer serves me. You know, every day. And every day I'm a conscious awareness of my presence here on the planet, doing my best to serve where I can, when I can, as incidents show up in my day-to-day life, by helping others, helping myself, loving myself, and being very present to what is possible. So that's the best way I can sort of describe it for today. I hope that makes sense. Now, if you're just hopping on, say hi. And if you're listening already, this is what I want you to think about for today. So where is your attention right now? What are those deep beliefs that you have that are holding you back? Why are you putting a stop on doing what you really want to do and think, oh, well, I'll just do that? Because the whole idea of being ready, oh, you know, I've got to be ready, that is such a waste of time. It is such a waste of time. If you feel in your heart of hearts that you need to be doing something and you haven't got the money, you haven't got the knowledge, and that's what you're putting those obstacles in front of you, get rid of those obstacles and just go for it. Because once you start focusing on just that passion that you've got, I did that a lot of years ago, you know. I did that a lot of years ago. I just stepped into it. I was freaking scared, but I did it. And before I knew it, I grew an art school with more than 100 students. So, you know, I'm looking at another way now because I'm getting a bit older. Want to hang on to that art and create something different from that again. I'm a creative type, can't help myself. So for you, what is your passion? What are you saying no to every day? All right. So here's the card. So taking into consideration that you are divine energy and taking in consideration that we are here to be of service, we are here to learn to love ourselves and help others along the way. So what is the card for today telling us? Let me know if this resonates with you. Oh, I love this card. All right, the Seven of Pentacles. What does this card mean? Okay, the Pentacles are about our material world. The Seven of Pentacles very often, and the seven is actually a number related to spirituality, your inner guidance, your connection. And here you have a guy wearing the green coat. Now, the green coat, the color of the green, represents peace. Are you at peace with yourself right now? And what's he doing? He's cutting off a branch from the tree. He's regrowing. So is there within your heart of hearts a little project that you have, thank you, guidance, I love this, that you have not addressed? Is there something little that you thought, oh, I'd love to do that at the markets, or I'd love to create a multi-level company? What is it that you would really like to do? Because here is the opportunity. There's new growth coming. What you're going to do is take this little idea and you're going to put it in the soil and you're going to feed it, give it some fertilizer, give it lots of love, and this, your idea or your thought that you've got, is going to come to fruition. This is the card of learning something new. This is the card of stepping into the discomfort zone, if you like. This is the card that allows you to think bigger than what you're thinking right now. There's something you're going to learn today, and it could be related to your little project, or could be related to what you really feel on the inside that you would like to create in the world, because that is what we're moving into astrologically as well. I hope that makes sense to you. Comment and let me know whether that makes sense to you or not, because they're very powerful cards. Okay, if you want to know any about those books that I have shown you today, by all means, I can give you some links if you like, but just PM me, okay? Because I do go through everyone's, and I do try to acknowledge. Sometimes I respond, and other times I just put like, or love. So I do that just to let you know that I've read your message, that even though it's in not real time like now, it's in after time. There's no such thing as time anyway. Whatever later means, or earlier. I don't know. Who am I going to read for today? Okay, there's a girl here. Let's have a look. Susie Tassios. Susie, this is for you, darling. Okay, so, beautiful divine energy. What is in store for? What does she need to know right now? Here we are, Susie. Oh, gosh. Okay, Susie, you have got the angel of budgeting. What does that mean? Okay, so Susie, this card is reminding you to check your finances. All right, have a look and see what's going on. Are you spending too much? Can you do something with your savings to make it lucrative for you, to make it bubble over and froth like champagne? Maybe if you're looking at a loan to step into what you need to do, check that out. This is very important. And how can you budget? How can you maybe stop spending in one way and redirect your energy? Because money is an energy. Money is not a real thing. It's just an energy. What you give, you get back. Times 10, of course. And that is what it's basically all about. And even though it sounds simple, for us in our minds, it's very hard to do. So money is a form of energy, and money is also there for you as well. What are you going to capitalize on? I don't know whether you run a business or not, but in this card, it really means that. It really means look at your savings, look at your ingoings, look at your outgoings, look at budgeting, look at how you can create that. Does that make sense? I hope that does make sense. So here we've got the learning card and the budget card together with reminding you that you are abundance. All right, you are abundance, and the universe is there to help you every step of the way. Everybody, I hope that has been helpful. Two things. I'm going to be hopping on shortly with my day one of my fear challenge, and I'm going to be talking about something that I know is, I'm not going to tell you yet because I'll tell you later when I hop on. It'll be about another half an hour time, Sydney time. So what time is it now? Okay, so it'll be probably about 10:30. I'll hop on and talk about the first thing in the fear challenge, guys. And the other thing is, after weeding out all the readings, I have got 4 more places left for the March special of $77 for those of you who are interested in a half an hour reading with me, nailing that one thing that you would love to have sorted out. So if you want that, PM me. I've got 4 places left. If that works for you in your time frame and mine, let's do this. Okay, in the meantime, guys, have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a great one. Remember who you are. It's so important. Bye.